Paddington Station close. It's good to see everyone. Let's take a look at that calendar. It's late September, early October. We've just finished summer. Haven't even hit Halloween yet. But right around the corner, the holidays are creeping up. And in the retail business, we can't wait till it's too late to start thinking about the holiday season. Because that's where 20% in those 6 to 8 weeks, where over 20 to 25% of our revenue is created. And what helps us create that revenue during this time? It's our contingent seasonal workforce that we bring on board to assist us with our sales, our warehouse, some admin duties, IT, a wide area of things that we need to be able to keep in mind that we need to fill. And for you, you're a big retailer. You have 120 stores, 4 distribution centers, and a corporate office that all need to have staffing increase during this time. And because we have so many different categories of workers that you need to have filled, thinking about lead time is really critical, because not every one of these workers is going to be needed at the same time. So being able to better manage each one of those start dates and when they can be occurring is one of our first challenges that we have to look at. When do we need these workers, and at what time? Right person, right time. And once we've identified those workers, we need to bring them on board. We need to get them hired, we need to get them trained, we need to have them with the materials they may need. They need a PC or access to security. They need to be onboarded. And there's a second challenge. How do we manage? There could be in excess of over 2,000 employees being brought on during this time. And how do we manage all the different things from to document their training, document their personal details, their salary, all the different items that need to be tracked for a new employee. But we need to get them onboarded and get them started so they can be ready to go when that season hits. Not only do we want to onboard just any worker, we want to onboard quality workers. And having the ability to identify quality workers in the pipeline for us is critical. Having access to understanding what type of workers we have access to, are there enough workers that we need in each given area at any given time. That's another challenge that we have to overcome for the seasonal workers. And after we've been able to meet the need of lead time, meet that need of onboarding, and we have quality workers onboarded, we then need to have access to data. Right now, companies across the spectrum are being driven by data analytics. Data analytics gives us a better picture of what's occurring in any sector of our business. And in the contingent workforce, understanding the data that can be produced across the board at any given time is useful. It's not useful just for us now, but making decisions in the future, because data is key to making decisions. But we just don't need any data. We can push data out. Lots of companies can have data, but is the data consumable? Is it packaged in a way that anybody can read it? Because many CEOs just don't have the tools to be able to read the data in a way that makes them make proper decisions on their contingent workforce. But is it possible? I mean, is it possible to even track all this? Probably what many companies go to, because there's many companies that have certain similar pain points as Paddington Station. They go to a vendor management system. And a vendor management system allows us to bring all of this together in one, can integrate with current HR platforms. And it provides us to first have access to that talent pool. Knowing who's out there at any given time, we can pluck those people out of that pool, bring them on board. We know who they are. They've been vetted. We know what skills they are. We know their background, because we need to make sure that, again, we're getting quality workers and having access to those tools. Because ultimately we want to be able to manage the full life cycle of these employees. From the time we requisition for new employees to the time we offboard these employees, everything in between. Requisition to billing. Requisition to billing. We want to see that whole life cycle be achieved. And vendor management systems allow us to have the flexibility and a robust tool to be able to bring that all together. Because when we have a much more efficient tool, not only do we get this done faster, but by doing things faster and more efficiently, save money, save time, we reduce the stress on our full-time workers, our HR staff, primarily, who are bringing these workers on. And we create a better experience for those workers that are, for those seasonal workers. Because we may need to draw on that resource again. And if they have a good experience with you, they may want to return back next season for season. They may come back next season. They may want to come back next season for another seasonal experience. The success. That's the ultimate goal, and finding the tools that can help are critical. Thank you. Any questions?